Good afternoon everyone, welcome to Virtual FMR, my name is Clive Finnimore and tonight we are running on Zwift. It's cloudy, it's grey, it's horrible outside, but it's not raining. Let's get the treadmill moving. I put some hydrogen peroxide down the drains tonight, hopefully that'll clear the blockage. We'll have to see, only time will tell. Anyway, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Hello Sebastian, Tina, Tiago, Anthony and Jonathan. Tina says the gang's all here. Good evening, gang. Everyone says hello to everyone. Good to see you all. We've got 40 seconds to go until we start Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. In the game with us tonight, we've got five people that I have as favourites. I think there's Jonathan Perkin, Sebastian, Tiago, Sally, and one other, LIG or something. Welcome along everyone. Thank you for joining us in game and on the live stream. 15 seconds. I'm going to put the treadmill up to 12% incline tonight. Tiago is recovering after his half marathon on the weekend. Well done, Tiago. Awesome effort. 1.5 hours Tiago run half marathon, I believe, around that time. Really good effort, buddy. He says, let's see how these legs go. Take it easy, buddy. Nice and steady. Or just do it anyway and stretch them out. If you feel any discomfort, drop the incline. Walk it out tonight. Sebastian says, hello everyone in game. I better follow suit. Good evening and welcome to FMR500. We are currently live streaming to YouTube on the Virtual FMR channel. So here we go then. Currently walking. Oh no. We are walking the lead-in. We've done the lead-in. We are now in the first stage of the run. That was a short lead-in, wasn't it? Makes a change. We are running in Watopia tonight, set up by Tina. Titan's Run, I believe. I'm just going to move that little thing out of the way. Yeah, Titan's Run. Couldn't see it because the Krisp widget was over the top of it. Tiago says hello. Sally says hello. Tina says hi, gang. Miska says good evening. How are you all enjoying iOS 26? Now available for download for your iPhones, iPads, watches as well, I think. All the updates dropped last night for all the Apple products. As usual, nothing major, just a few tweaks. But we quite like the tweaks here on Virtual FMR. We've got some sort of like shiny effect. You can turn photos into 3D for your wallpapers. Liking all that. I'm sure there's hundreds and hundreds of other features which are quite useful, which I may never use, but we will find them. I have to watch some YouTube videos. Find out the top 10 new features on iOS 26. We all concluded that they changed it from iOS 18 to 26 because now they're going in line with years or something. Let's have a look on the chat, shall we? Anthony Anderson says, how is everybody today? Yes, how is everybody? Hope you all had a good weekend. Tiago ran a half. I jogged a half on Zwift. Taking it a bit easier this week. Feeling great for it. Let's have a look. Jonathan Perkins running in the gym tonight as well as being on Zwift. Nice one, Jonathan. He must be running on his phone on the front of the treadmill. Currently running at 10%. He says the treadmills in the gym are more accurate. You would have hoped so, wouldn't you, that they're maintained regularly? Not like mine in my garage with a stream or a river running underneath when it rains. Tina says she's still recovering from her weekend antics out and about. Talking about recovering, let's have a look at our Garmin stuff, shall we? Don't think I can bring it up on screen. Because I don't think the iPad connects. Mind you, I've got all the phones here, so it might do. No, training readiness. No data available. So I'll just have to look on my phone. There we go. Quick check the speed, make sure I missed the speed change. There's no data available on that phone either. What's going on? What's happened to Garmin Connect, I wonder? We'll try it on the official one, the one that is connected to the watch. That might sync your device. 50 meters to go into the first arch. I have no data available on Garmin Connect. How strange. The little spinny thing's doing its thing though in the top right. So we'll see if that does anything. It's connected to the watch because I've got a heart rate. Right, we've got speed change. There we go. 5.5. Now we start to run.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
No, still nothing there. We'll give up on that tonight. Stick it back to that. Bring YouTube back up on the phone. I've got my training readiness on my other phone is 84% tonight. High. Well recovered. 84%. Body battery 39. Anthony Anson asking Tina what her body battery and her training readiness is like. Tiago says his legs hurt, Anthony. Where are you going, Tina? Says Sebastian. Jonathan Perkins says too slow. And glossy, he thinks of iOS 26, I presume. I'm not having any speed issues at the moment. I've only, I haven't really changed anything. I think I changed my wallpapers. That's about it. Tina's training readiness is 37. And her body battery is 48. So that's all climbing back up again. I think she was down to 7 yesterday. Recovery is the best option, Tina, says Anthony. Sebastian has a new glossy screen on his Apple Watch. Do you like it, Sebastian? Is it a good improvement? Don't drop it, Sebastian, says Anthony. Not on the treadmill. We've all done that before when texting in game. Anthony's asking me if I've synced my watch with Garmin Connect. I have on my main phone now. It's on my main phone, but I'm not live streaming that to the stream tonight. It's connected to my iPad, but the iPad doesn't seem to be updating. Sometimes it's on my other phone, and sometimes it isn't. It all depends how Garmin Connect's feeling. So here we are. It is Tuesday, it's 5 p.m. UK time. We are running on Zwift tonight. Last night we were on MyWash, tonight we're on Zwift. We are running Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. We will be running on the treadmills at 12% incline, reaching about 500 meters of elevation by the end of the run. So here we go then, climbing up the hill. Temperature here in the Cornish garage tonight is 14.9 degrees centigrade, 51% humidity. There's no flooding currently in the garage, which is all good. The drain water level has subsided a little bit outside the window here, so that's good. We might be making progress in the blockage outside. Jonathan Perkins asks, is Stephen back tomorrow or has he given up on us? I reckon he won't be back till October. I haven't been told that he's back tomorrow, so I don't think he will be. Maybe he's waiting for it to get dark and cold and wet outside, and then he'll come back indoors on the treadmill. But I'm guessing he will be back in October, back on Virtual FMR on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. Anthony Anderson's training readiness is 84. That is really good. I think mine was that, wasn't it? And his body battery is 98. Fantastic. Resting well, buddy. Resting up well. It won't be that after his session tonight, he says. So he's going to give his training readiness and his body battery a battering in about half an hour to an hour's time. Tina's battery's died in the thermometer. She'll soon be putting a new battery in it, ready for the winter. Tina says Stephen has his Autumn 100 in October. So another 100 miler for Stephen in October coming up. Maybe we'll see him after that. Or he might pop in before. He might be out there now. Say hello, Stephen. Have you got your computer back and does it work? Jonathan Perkins said this 10% feels much steeper than the 12% on his treadmill at home. So Jonathan's currently in the gym, using the gym equipment, and he thinks it feels tougher in the gym. I'm sure your treadmill at home is a level. Must be the gym's fault. They've got the legs screwed. They haven't put their zero shoes on. Sebastian says, Jonathan, 12% on my run are tough. It is here. We're at the second arch, 10 meters to go. Bumping the speed up to 6 kilometers per hour. Up we go. Let's see if we can drop some ride-ons to the group, the gang that's with me tonight. There you go, gang. It's working on the iPad now, look. The map button is also the data screen. It flicks between the two. A couple of weeks back it wasn't working as it should, but it seems to be alright now. The only thing I miss is when you're running free run, you don't get a data screen. Tina says, thanks Kai for the my run. For the my run. For the ride on. The my run's on its way, Tina. Has just passed 1 kilometre. Well done, everyone. Nice little group here tonight with us in the Beacon group. Good to see. 20 runners in the run tonight on Film My Run 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in the Beacon group tonight. He says he was watching a video about Tom Evans last night, and who should pop up? Mr. C. He said he could only see his back, but he knew it was him because he was wearing his colourful shirt. Tina loves them shirts. Flying Burrito. Check them out. If you like a collar, you like to look smart on your outdoor runs, I think they're quite breathable as well. And you can unzip the collar down to the chest, you can let some air in. But Tina's not a fan of the Flying Burrito shirt. I think Sebastian's got one. Jonathan Perkins says he's having his bathroom renovated, so he's going to have to come here for a shower. What, to Zwift Land or to my house? In my flooded garage. Jonathan Perkins says, Sebastian, this is a techno gym. Doesn't work with Zwift. So he has to bring 3 additional devices. Zwift on the iPad, QZ on phone, YouTube on older phone, as companion app on phone is that. Sebastian says yes, Tina doesn't like the Flying Burrito shirts. I think Sebastian's wearing one, or he's wearing a Vade or Vood. They look nice, just pricey, says Jonathan Perkin. Sebastian and myself are running on Techno Gym My Runs, Jonathan. And they connect to Zwift, alright? But I guess you're running on one of the big commercial ones with no Bluetooth connection, or maybe they're an older model or they need their system updating or something. Jonathan says they look nice but pricey. Tina says those shirts are pretentious. Pretentious. I don't even know what that means. Does Sebastian know what that means? But thinking of the shirt, I can guess what you mean. Anthony Anderson says those shirts reminding of lumberjack shirts. They are the lumberjack series, Anthony. If you go on their website, they do Hawaiian style shirt with big bold flowers and colours and leaves on them. Or they do the lumberjack range, which come in yellow, green, red, purple. I did message them and ask if they were going to do a blue version, and they said it is in the pipeline. One day they will produce the blue version lumberjack shirt. Jonathan Perkins says, don't you have to be pretentious to say pretentious, huh? Tina says, no, I mean pretentious. They think they're better than they are. There you go. I've learnt a new word today. I'll try to remember it. I bet you by bedtime tonight I've forgotten. I'll have to watch the live stream back. a quick check on the screen, make sure I'm running the right speed. 6 kilometers per hour, 12% incline, heart rate currently 123, cadence 163, 350 meters to go to next arch. Believe it or not, we have been running for 19 minutes already. It's going quite quick tonight. Sebastian says, same Clive. Never heard that. I have heard of the word, I think, maybe, in the past, but didn't know what it meant. But Tina has educated us tonight. Word of the day. The flying burrito shirt is pretentious. Thank you, Flying Burrito, for sponsoring this event tonight. Really appreciate it. You will find links in Stephen's videos and descriptions on the Film My Run channel. If you fancy a discount, or he's got a discount code for the Flying Burrito shirt. So jump over to Film My Run, watch his latest video, and in the comments there will be a link taking you to the Flying Burrito website with a discount. If you fancy a lumberjack or a Hawaiian running shirt. Anthony Anderson says, Sebastian, you probably have a word in German that means the same. Sebastian says, wait a second, Anthony. Sebastian's going to look up the German version of the word pretentious. Tina even says in the in-game chat, I hate those shirts. Tina, are you in-game with us tonight? Oh yes, Tina! I didn't even know you were here. You're up the front there. You're not going to in real life running tonight, Tina? You've decided to stay in the warmth of your shower room on your treadmill instead. Proper winter running on the treadmills indoors. Approaching halfway, gang. Good work, everyone. Anmabend. Sorry about my pronunciation. It's rubbish. Anmaband means... Now I'm getting tongue twisted. Pretentious in German. Tina says she needed an easy run tonight. Good choice, Tina. Build that recovery score back up, or that training readiness. Rest the body battery. 6.5 for us at the Beacon Group. The sun is out. Over on the east coast of the UK, where Anthony Anderson is, it's grey here. It's grey, it's not windy, and it's not raining. Currently here in Cornwall, in Polperro. Arrogant. You're all here to laugh at me trying to pronounce these words. R. Especially when I haven't got my glasses on. R. Arrogant. Hi, Paul. Number one is in the house, says Paul Haywood. Good afternoon, Paul Haywood. Thank you for joining this pretentious Flying Burrito channel tonight. Hayward says he's now home, another dollar earned. Very true, Paul, very true. I've been at work all day. Got home about 4:15. Fired up the computer. Got the live stream ready. Went and ate a pan au chocolate with a Kit Kat in the middle. A packet of salt and vinegar squares. Fed the dogs. Let them out in the garden. Into the garage and jumped on the treadmill. Nancy Anderson says hi, Paul. Paul says hi, Tina. Paul says hi, Anthony. Here we are, all in a big long straight line, look. Sebastian's got the sweeper beacon tonight. Just passing the bear, says Tina. Tina, are you about 6 minutes ahead or 5? So Tina's passing Jarvis, who's probably falling out the tree. We will be there in about 5 or 6 minutes. Currently running at 6.5 kilometers per hour, Paul. We're about 700 meters away from the next arch where, if you were with us tonight, you would turn on your fan. Just over 25 minutes in. Well over halfway now. No outdoor run for me tonight, as we're now in 2 weeks to go till race day. So we have crept into taper time. Easing off the mileage a little bit. We'll still be here tonight and Thursday on Virtual FMR. We'll still be here tomorrow on Workout Wednesday, Rest Day Friday, Park Run Saturday with no extra bit at the end, and a rest day on Sunday probably. Unless it's pouring with rain and I get bored and turned into a caged animal like I did last Sunday. Then I'll jump on the treadmill. Sebastian's saying they must send Clive some glasses. I have got some here somewhere. I'm really good at losing my glasses. I drive my wife mad. I'm forever saying, where are my glasses? Anyone see my glasses? I've lost my glasses. The other day at work, I misplaced my glasses. I asked the staff, and apparently one of the residents, I don't live in a care home yet. Maybe one day. But I work in a care home, and one of the residents had found my glasses wherever I'd left them, and had them in their pocket. I have found one of the residents wearing my glasses before when I've left them lying around. That was funny. Lucy keeps threatening to buy me a chain to hang them around my neck with. He only wants honey, says Tina about Jarvis the bear. Tina says the bear is in the tree at 3.5 kilometers in. So we are currently, the beacon group is currently at 2.57. So just under a kilometre to go until we see Jarvis. The bear needs some help, says Miska. I offered him a ladder the other day. He wasn't having any of it. Sorry to hear that, Jonathan. Jonathan says My dad has dementia, and he hid his daughter's headphones in a salad spinner. We didn't find it for months. You obviously weren't eating very healthy then for a few months. No salad in the salad spinner. Tina's at the end of the event already, but she was using it as an easy run tonight, so no elevation for Tina. Just use it as a recovery run, which is absolutely fine. You don't have to use elevation. You can join us, do a fast 5k, a slow 5k, a hill climbing session, or just run for as long as you want after the finish line. Anthony Anderson says, Jarvis the bear is lucky that the honeypot hasn't been eaten by the T-Rex. Yeah, that comes up, doesn't it, eventually on this route, I think. Jonathan says, in relation to the salad spinner, that his dad hid the headphones in. I don't think anyone has used it since the 70s, when they were all the rage. We have a salad spinner, Jonathan. I don't use it. Lucy, my wife, likes to use it, but I just put it in a colander and give it a good shake. We've got a huge colander, about that big. Can't beat a big colander. 100 metres to go to the next arch. Sebastian says if Tina is using her salad spinner, we have to search in her pond. Why is the salad spinner in the pond? Paul Hayward just buys it pre-washed and ready to eat at the bag. We do sometimes, but Lucy still washes it. She doesn't trust the packaging. Tina says, yes, I'm afraid I do. What, keep the salad spinner in the pond, in the garden pond? Sebastian says Tina is using her salad spinner near the garden pond, Clive. Has she got watercress in the pond? Right, we've just gone through the arch. We're up to 7 kilometers per hour. Heart rate currently 135. We just tippled over 3 kilometers into the event. We're approaching Jarvis the bear in about 500 meters. 32 minutes elapsed. And onwards and upwards we climb. Here in tonight's FMR Run 500 with NoblePro. One more speed increase, 200 metres to the final arch, and then we'll round it up to 5 kilometres. Tina says, I don't have a salad spinner. I use a tea towel and shake. Nearly the same, says Sebastian. So Sebastian and Tina put their salad in a tea towel and give it a good drying. I use a huge colander, which you can put a tea towel over the top to stop it from flying out, which helps dry it. Heart rate 155, down to 8% incline for Jonathan Perkin in the gym tonight. Well done, Jonathan. I take it you're not using voice to text whilst running in the gym, because everyone would be looking at you with a strange expression listening to our conversation about salad spinners and flying burritos. Sebastian's also at 9% tonight, running in his basement. Is the tumble dryer on or off tonight, Sebastian? Is it nice and cool, or is it really hot? So Sebastian's next project is to build a carport. I think connecting his... Was it connecting your basement or connecting your shed to the house so he doesn't get wet when transiting between the two buildings? Swipe. Is that Swipe or is it Skype? Jonathan says, thankfully, Swipe working okay tonight. 22 degrees instead of 25, says Sebastian, in his basement. So I think we're in for a bit of a wet week after today here in Cornwall. Drizzle all day tomorrow, rain on Thursday. Saturday was looking okay yesterday for part run, but now it looks very, very wet. So it's either going to be a muddy Lanhydrock part run or a quick, wet Eden Project part run. Anthony Anderson, maybe Jonathan gets funny looks when he walks into the gym with all that tech. 2 or 3 phones, an iPad. Typing away during his run. Jonathan Hayward. Yeah, I did that the other day. Paul Hayward. Rain is very good for cider this year. I've got 3 apple trees in my garden and they have produced so many apples, it's unbelievable. So I think you're right there, Paul. Last year it was rubbish. It wasn't very much, there wasn't much of a crop at all last year on the apple trees. This year, every time I go down the garden, they're all over the lawn. Oh no, Tina's got a small hospital procedure tomorrow, so no evening run. Hope it's nothing too serious, Tina. Speedy recovery and hopefully hear from you on Thursday, if not tomorrow. Is this nail week as well, isn't it, Tina, on Thursday? John says, can't possibly not record the run though. Otherwise it never happened. Nope. If it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. Anthony says, I hope it goes okay, Tina. Sebastian's going to be tapering tomorrow before his Wednesday night. No, it's Thursday night, isn't it? He's tapering tomorrow for Thursday when he's taking part in his real life race event. Good luck with that, Sebastian. If I don't speak to you before, sure I will on Messenger. But have a nice rest day tomorrow. Have a good run on Thursday. Paul Haywood says, I hope all goes well, Tina. She says it'll be fine, thanks. Paul Hayward says, I have a late one at work, so really need to get a run in tonight. So Paul must be working late tomorrow. So he'll be heading out the door or popping onto the treadmill sometime this evening to get his run in. Just over 100 metres for us now here on Film My Run 500 to the next arch, at which we'll bump the speed up to 8 kilometres per hour for 200 metres to the final arch. And then we'll get rid of that elevation, put the speed up to 10, shake up the legs and run on to 5. Cheers, Anthony. Anthony says, okay, I'm off to get ready for his workout. Enjoy the rest of your run. Bye. Thank you for popping in, Anthony. Really appreciate it. Have a good run, buddy. See you again next time. Tina's entering dinosaur country. So Tina's up ahead, and she's now going to where the T-Rex and the pterodactyls hang out, and the Brontosaurus and the Triceratops and the Velociraptors. Enjoy your run, Anthony, says Sebastian. Bye, Anthony, says Paul Hayward. 8 kilometres per hour for us. Sebastian's reminded me to bump my speed up. So here we go then. The final 200 metres uphill on this event to the final arch. There's the arch up ahead. 150 for me. Just touched it. 110 metres to go. Back down to 148. $50 metres to go to the arch. 151 for Sebastian. Look at that, look. If I had just touched 150 at the speed change, we would have kept it under 150 tonight. But we still haven't kept it below 150. That was a 150 run, maximum heart rate 150, with 110 metres to go. Then it dropped back down to about 146 to the end. So that's good. It's progress. Back down to 0% elevation, speed up to 10 kilometers per hour. $161 for Sebastian. Good work, buddy. Tina says, well done, everyone. That just flew by. It did, didn't it? Approaching 43 minutes in to the event and the live stream tonight, and we're all done. We're just going to run on for about 4 minutes or so to round it up to 5k. Good work to everyone that took part tonight. Well done, Tina, Sebastian, Sally, Tiago, Jonathan. Good work, anyone else who took part tonight. Good luck to Anthony, who's now going to go and do his workout. Good luck to Paul Hayward, who might be heading outside shortly. Enjoy your run, buddy. So yes, it is Tuesday today. I will be back on Zwift tomorrow for Workout Wednesday Group B. Back on virtual FMR live streaming on Thursday at 5 PM UK time for another instalment of Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. So see you again then. Paul Haywood says excellent. Sebastian says that. Jonathan Perkins says see you tomorrow at Workout Wednesday. Definitely, Jonathan. Paul Haywood says he wishes he made his tea before he lies down. I get like that, Jonathan. That's why when I come home from work, I have to get the run done as soon as possible, because if I don't, I end up sitting down for too long and then I want to go to sleep. So now I'll come off the treadmill, I'll have a shower, I'll get changed. Around 7 o'clock, I'll put the ducks, chickens and tortoises away. We are getting closer to tortoise hibernation time, going back in the fridge. Can you believe that? It only seems like a few weeks ago we were getting them out the fridge, and now we're starting to think about putting them back in about a month or 2 months time. At work, they're already selecting the Secret Santas. Crazy, isn't it? November, we'll be getting the Christmas decorations back out the loft. Oh no, Tina. Tina says, to be honest, this has cheered me up today. She was feeling a bit low. If you feel low, Tina, let us know in the chat. We'll send you some humorous pictures to make you laugh. There's always something strange going on in my household. Good to have you in the run today, Tina. Now the winter's creeping up, we're all getting back on the treadmills. It is nice being warm and dry indoors, isn't it? Looking ahead to my running event in 2 weeks' time, it looks like it's going to be pouring with rain all weekend, so I am not looking forward to that. The finish, yes, I am looking forward to. But the run itself, it's going to be cold and wet and horrible. And very muddy, that route. Good run, Tina, well done, says Paul. What are they selecting, says Sebastian. What are they selecting? There it is, look. There it is. 5 kilometres done. Sebastian's on my tail. Time to stop the treadmill. Right on, gang. There we go then. Another Tuesday, another Film My Run in the bag. Let's end the run. So maximum heart rate tonight was 150 with about 110 metres to go. And then it dropped back down to 146. So close to being below 150 tonight. Let's save the run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close down Zwift, otherwise OBS goes wrong. I'm done. Will it close? Come on! There it is then. There we go. We should be able to close OBS right now then. Anyway, what's going on down here? Well done all, says Tiago. Tina says, so far her event on Sunday looks dry. However, there is plenty of mud already. Yes, it's going to be raining all week, isn't it, Tina? Same as me, next week it's going to be raining all week. So I think both of our runs. Sebastian, is your run going to be muddy? I think so, isn't it? You've had heavy showers. Anyway, Sebastian, good luck with your run on Thursday night. I don't speak to you beforehand. Good luck with your run on Saturday, Tina, but I'm sure we'll speak before then. See you all again on Thursday at 5 PM UK time for Film My Run 500. Have a good evening, stay safe and take care. Until next time. Cheers, bye-bye.